Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the HomeHappy Podcast. Happy to be here with Kalinka and Dallas, as usual. Um, you're finding there's just so much noise in the world right now. There's so much distraction and commentary and things to get riled up about. And it affects everybody. And I think, I don't want to constantly talk about this, but there's a lot of chaos. And people get lost in that, and I think it's a topical topic, but it's also timeless. So let's roll with this. Dallas, start us off. Talk about it from your point of view.
Well, basically, what we're seeing out there is obviously the media is always throwing a spin on things, especially saying the market's crashing. And is the market crashing? Are single-family homes really going down in value? What we're seeing, we're in a flat market, which is a good thing. Like, everyone gets all bent out of shape when the market's too hot and they don't want to get into bidding wars. And then when the market's flat, people want to lay off and be like, well, I just want to wait and see what happens, right? So we may be at a time where for the next 5 years, the house prices could be flat.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think the best decisions are made with clarity, not fear, right? So, listening too much to the noise or the buzz out there is not really going to help you have a clear plan or, a clear decision. So it really sticks to what is important to you, what you want to do, and looking at that long-term goal, where you want to be, right? What's happening to the neighbor or somebody else around you doesn't really specifically mean that you have to do the same thing. So zooming out and understanding your plan, that big picture is really going to help you not get involved in this chaos right now.
I saw a great example of distortion. The media was reporting that mortgage delinquency has gone up 17 times or some crazy number. And so just so you understand, our overall mortgage delinquency in Canada has been ultra low. Anything below 0.2%, meaning of all the mortgages in Canada, 0.2% might be 30 days behind, is a normal number. We've been at 0.1%, so half of that for the last 2 or 3, 4 years, even through the high rate scenario. And now they've gone up a little bit to 0.16 or 17. And the media treats that like everybody in Canada is delinquent, and it's not true. But yet that can scare people, and that can make a knee-jerk reaction like, oh my God, our mortgage is coming due. We're not going to be able to afford it. Well, don't focus on what you're hearing. Focus on what your situation is. And to Klinka's point, let's get focused on what your big long-term plan is, and then find a way to get there. And that's stay focused on it. Don't let other people and media and all the other noise that's out there get in your face. Dallas, you're hearing from people about their mortgages and the concern. Like, talk to that.
Yeah, we're starting to see, especially now when we're going to homes for listings, people that, they had a mortgage at 2% and then they're coming up for renewal and they're looking at, okay, what's my new mortgage going to be? And they're having some very serious concerns with that. If their mortgage is going up by $1,000, we went to a home yesterday, and it's just a lady who has a single family home in Rutland, and she's like, it's getting pretty tough. And she's got a suite, but not everyone wants to rent their suite out.
Yep, it's true. But I think from that, it's like, understand your own situation, make a plan with that situation, and make the plan that is right for you. If it's, if you have to, sell your house, but don't sell it the week before your mortgage comes due. Think about it ahead of time and make the overall plan so you can execute properly. And yeah, everybody's situation is unique. That's the whole point. Like, these blanket suggestions or ideas don't fit everybody's scenario, and you've got to figure out like Dallas said. Some people like suites. I think it's awesome. It helps offset all the payments. Others couldn't stand doing that, and that's fine. Like, everybody's different. So I even saw an ad for a tiny house for $99,000. I thought that's actually not too bad. If you had a big lot and you wanted to put a suite in, you could just drop a tiny house on it and away you go. So yeah, there's different solutions, but I think understanding what you're concerned about and thinking about ahead of time is the key. But Kalinka, what do you think of that?
Yeah, and another really strong point that you and I talk about all the time, Mike, is that don't just assume something, right? So like, oh, everybody's talking that about the payment shock or my payment going up $1,000, but do your research or let the professionals, do the homework and the research. And there's ways to tackle that, right? Maybe your payment won't go up that much. There's ways that we can structure it where it does fit your budget. So it also boils down to the point of speaking to the right professionals, to the team who can help you with that.
Yeah, great point.
I think it's the fear of the unknown, right? So if you're uneducated in the situation, you're always going to have those fears. That's where we come in.
Yeah.
And that's our job. And then you can just see the weight fall off their shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love that.
That's
You're
so
so right.
true.
I mean, people don't know what they don't know, and just hearing the news causes anxiety, whereas looking into your situation, getting expert advice, and then looking at it, completely different scenario.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, think about it like if you were to go for a hike, going with a hike by yourself for the first time, chances that you're going to get lost are really high. But if you go with a guide who has done that trail like thousands of times, you're going to be successful at the end. So, using a simple analogy like that can help you navigate these times for sure.
So true. Yeah, no, that's good. Well, we don't want to dwell too long, but we just want to make sure people understand, get your facts straight, understand your situation, talk to experts, get some advice, and then look at decisions that are going to work with your long-term plan, not just a knee-jerk reaction to what's happening right now. Guys, anything else to add?
Yeah, that's great advice. And what we're seeing too is, obviously our inventory is going up. We're at 9.5 months coming into the spring market, but we're seeing a lot of product that was out there in the fall that they've taken it off the market and they're bringing it back, and they're bringing it back at the same price. So, what I see a price at doesn't mean that's what the house is worth, right? So we got to make sure that if we're looking at a house, we're not scared to go, listen, tell me how your house is worth this much. It's actually $100,000 less. And we're willing to show you how we do that and get it to that point.
Yep, that's great.
Awesome.
Okay. Well, I think we'll end it there. Thanks, everybody. Good seeing you.
Thank you.
All right.
See you on the next one.
Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to leave a comment. We'd love to hear what you have to say, and we'd also love ideas for future recordings. Thanks.
Yes.